This is Benji with Benji's Destinations. I'm currently on the T-Plex heading toward Manila, and I meant to do this video earlier, but now's as time as any. We left about 7 p.m. from Albano and making our way to Manila, to Newport City, or Pasay, right next to Terminal 3. And then it takes about 8 to 10 hours, depends on traffic. So if you're coming from Albano to Moini, to Giro, that area, there's really only 3 ways of getting to Manila. One is by airport, which is at Tigigaro, and then another one is in the airport at Hawaiian. 2, you take a bus, usually Victory Liner or Florida. Or 3, you take your own private vehicle, or you hire a private van, which is what I did. So I'm actually on my way to Manila because Thursday night, 8 p.m. 9 p.m. is the flight out to Los Angeles. So hoping everything goes smooth. Currently, the Luzon province, including NCR, National Capital Region, is under what they call general community quarantine. So the 3 levels here in the Philippines right now, there's enhanced community quarantine, modified enhanced community quarantine, modified general community quarantine, and general quarantine, community quarantine itself. So I apologize for. But anyways, it was kind of hard to film the route because it's dark and it's, we left at nighttime. So, but there's one thing I want to point out: if you're visiting in the Philippines, you have to travel by land, and you have to go through what's called the Santa Fe Pass. This is basically a winding snake-like road where people will pass you in the curves blind. In the daytime, it's better at nighttime because at least you can see oncoming headlights. But in the daytime, they will pass you in the curve, not knowing. They'll just say a wink and a prayer, and brother and sister, it's on. You might be going to meet Jesus. You don't know, but it's an experience. It's not an experience I recommend, but if you got to take it, say your prayers, bring you some holy water, and get right with God, because you just don't know. But anyways, the Santa Fe Pass under general community quarantine was packed. It was traffic jam. It took like an hour to get through there. So I was quite all right with that because we wasn't just passing blindly. And but I've been through there in the daytime before, and it's not pretty. It's not fun at all. So anyways, I just wanted to give everybody an update on our trip home, and hopefully it's safe, sound, and no other further problems. I'll follow up with a video tomorrow showing everybody what Newport City and Pasay's like under the general community quarantine, and we'll see what's open and what's not. And if you have any questions as far as like if you're stuck here in the Philippines, feel free to post them. I did volunteer for a while, helping out frontliners and so forth when I was here, and trying to bring them water and so forth, whatever I can do personally. But if you got any questions and you're a foreigner and you're stuck here in the Philippines, and I can give you the answer or get the answer, by all means, let me try to help. So anyways, have a good night, y'all, and hope to continue this video tomorrow. Howdy, y'all. This is Benji with Benji's Destinations. I'm standing outside the hotel, the Hilton Manila Hotel, which is located in Resorts World in Newport City. That is just near Terminal 3. The airport, the Manila airport, is just near. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm flying out of Terminal 1 or Terminal 2. As on the website for Philippine Airlines, it says Terminal 1, but my flight says Terminal 2. So the hotel said they were going to assist me with that. And anyways, I wanted to update you from last night. I was traveling by land about 8 hours, and we arrived about 3 o'clock this morning. I checked in and tried to get some sleep, and then throughout the day I've just been sleeping on and off. Luckily, there is a McDonald's right next door, so if you stay at the Hilton, there is a McDonald's, and then across from the Hilton is the casino, but it also has some shops and some other malls and stuff, and a Starbucks. Now, later today I found out McDonald's, you can now go inside under GCQ. You can go inside, you can order, and you can actually sit down, and it's one person per table, and the tables are divided to give social distancing. So I think that some things are starting to open up here. So as you'll see, there are people inside. Maybe I can zoom in on that. Well, I'll try to do it another time. But anyways, things are starting to open up. I don't know if this place will stay under GCQ. Depends if the numbers rise or fall. Anyways, if you're coming to the Philippines, I highly recommend staying at Resorts World, because you have the Hilton, the Belmont Hotel, you have the Holiday Inn right next to the Hilton, you have the Sheraton, you have the Marriott, and those are some of the choices here that I'm familiar with. And then you also have some shopping, and then of course there's a casino if you like gambling, and there's some massages and stuff like that, but those are closed right now because of the COVID-19. So, but this is outside the Hilton. It's pretty nice, pretty flashy. You know, it's got a lot of lights and stuff. But this is basically part 2 to my video last night. This is going to be, you know, we're going to clip these videos together. So whenever I get back to the States, I'm going to be merging these together. So you'll have a video of you know, about my travels to Manila, a video of, you know, where I'm staying at, the Hilton Hotel, and so on, what's surrounding here, and then the next video will be me at the airport tomorrow night, checking in, going through immigrations, going through that process, and then boarding the plane. And then I'll do a video as far as, like, I'm flying business class on Philippine Airlines, so I'll do a video as far as like the amenities on Philippine Airlines. You know, the seat turns into a bed flat down, what the meal's like, and then of course when I land, what it's like coming back into the U.S. You know, once you've been, you know, stranded for 3 months outside the U.S., what the protocols are there during this time. So stay tuned for our next video. Thank you all, appreciate you. If you do like our content, please subscribe, help us out, let us grow, and as we travel, we'll take you with us. So real quick follow-up, I was just over at the hotel Hilton Manila, and this is the McDonald's here, but I think they're emptying out right now. I think they're actually closed, but earlier today there was people sitting inside eating. As long as they maintain social distancing, there was so many people inside the McDonald's. And then also right next to McDonald's, so if you're staying at the Hilton here in Newport City, you have McDonald's. You also have 7-Eleven, which is still open. And I'm going to go inside and get some things. So I just wanted to update everybody real quick on that and make that part of the video. And then again, across the street from the Hilton, you'll find shopping, eating, restaurants, and gambling. So if you come here, I suggest you stay here. It's close to the airport too. It's just, you know, 5 minutes away from Terminal 3, 10 minutes away from Terminal 2, and about 15 minutes away from Terminal 1. So there you go. You got quick access to the airport, and you don't have to deal with a whole lot of traffic jams. So until next time, thanks y'all. This is Benji's Destinations. I'm at the Manila Airport Terminal 1. So going from Hilton Manila Hotel to here was by the hotel's van, and then the hotel van brought us straight here. It cost about 2,900 pesos, and then we got a porter. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so.
It's a vlogger.
Yeah.
Yeah, vlog.
Yeah, Benji's Destinations.
Okay. Nice vlog.
So. Yeah. So before you check in, which I'm flying in business class, there's guys dressed in suits and face shields, and they're checking our bags, making sure everything's clean, making sure all the passengers are protected. And so I suggest, if you're flying out of the Philippines going back to U.S., Australia, wherever you're from, try to avail some extra time. Go to the airport about 4 or 5 hours early instead of 3 hours early. And that is my suggestion while flying out of the Philippines during the times that these are. Here's the business check-in. Here's the guys that's doing the check baggage, making sure our luggage is okay. Here is the Terminal 1 airport. As you can see, it is very nice. It's very upgraded. They've done some rehabilitation to it. When I first came here 6 years ago, the ceiling tiles were falling down, and the air conditioning didn't work, and it was very hot, very miserable, but it's very nice now. Okay, y'all, this is Benji with Benji's Destinations. I'm following up. I showed you my bags checked in and everything. I've showed you the airport and the guys that check in the bags and stuff. Now, right now I'm having trouble checking in because my original flight was June the 3rd and it was rebooked. Once it was rebooked, it was booked and my name wasn't spelled correctly, but I was emailed an itinerary, or actually a ticket number from Philippine Airlines. So I'm having a bit of trouble right now trying to check in for my flight. They said they're fixing it, correcting it, but I'm still worried that they might have messed up on their system. But good for me, whenever we called and we got our tickets rebooked, we recorded the conversation. I do have emails from PAL confirming the reservation, as well as the ticket numbers showing that I do have a flight for today on this flight. So hopefully I won't get too much of a headache. They'll get me fixed. I'll be able to board and get on the plane and get back to USA. So that's what's going on right now. So it's always with Philippine Airlines, the plane is nice, but with customer service, you should probably always make sure to follow up. And if you are in Manila and you have time, I would encourage you to go to a Philippine Airlines office or personally and not call. That way you can verify that everything is fixed before you come, especially if you rebook. Because rebooking has been the problem here, and it's something that I've not encountered ever, and only Philippine Airlines is giving me this problem. But hopefully they will be nice and they will be courteous. They will fix this. So anyways, I wanted to take this time to show the airport. So you have the new refurbished airport. I hope my buddy John Hens down in Masbate likes this. Last time he flew through here and last time I flew through here, the airport was not very nice. And once again, I want to encourage everybody, if you're flying out of Manila, come at least about 4 to 5 hours early, because right now they are opening every bag, checking every bag, wiping everything down, spraying everything down for the coronavirus, and you will need additional time to even get checked in. And who knows what it's going to be like going through immigration and so forth, but I will update you all on that. So stay tuned for the next video. I managed to make it through check-in, through immigration, and then to my gate, which is gate 14. Now when you get here, there's even more security to go through. You're going to take your shoes off, you're going to take your laptops out, you're going to take your iPads out, your cell phones out, and go through security all over again right at the gate. So if you're leaving the Philippines, every time I've ever flown out of the Philippines, no matter what terminal, they always do this before you board the plane. So just be aware of that there is some extra aggravation with that. There's extra security here, so just be prepared for that. And also, if you go to buy drinks or anything, make sure to do it in between and stop and drink or eat, because you cannot bring that in with you when you go through the last security check. Now, last security check, everybody's wearing masks, everybody's wearing face shields, and they're checking your temperature. And then also, if you have laptops or computers, they're going to swab these things. And what they're swabbing them for is narcotics or any illicit drugs. Also, my traveling companions, Eva, my wife, Jasper, my son, and my daughter Jasmine is missing. And even though we're a family, we're still social distancing. So, and then this is the airport. Well, this is the terminal 14. And like I said, you'll be meted by those people who are going to check you over thoroughly. So we'll pick up again once we board the plane. On a side note, if you're flying Philippine Airlines business class because you're wanting the priority boarding, don't. When it comes to Philippine Airlines priority boarding, it doesn't matter if you're flying business class, maybe economy or economy. They have their own little way of doing things, and you might as well forget it, because the priority boarding for Philippine Airlines is chaos. If you are buying the business class ticket, because one, Philippine Airlines is the only airline that has a direct flight to the United States, no other airline does, or two, because the seat actually folds out into a bed, fine. But if you think you're going to have priority boarding with business class, think again, my friends. So that is one of the negatives that I do have with Philippine Airlines, that I have tweeted about, that I have sent letters about, and they have yet to correct this. So just be patient when you see people who did not spend as much money as you did on a plane ticket boarding Philippine Airlines. Okay, I made it on board the plane finally. They boarded all the people in the wheelchairs first, and then they called for the business class and the families that need extra time. So I got on the plane, I'm sitting in the business class, and then what I will do is I will film around and show you what I can without disturbing my fellow passengers. In business class, this does fold out into a bed. So what you're looking at is a business class seat that does fold out into a bed, and as you can see, it's quite wide too. Here are the controls. Here's there's some headsets that come with this, pillow, blanket, also a big screen monitor, Philippine Airlines blanket, and then a storage box if you wish to store things, or simply just sit back and prop your feet up. So this is the business class cabin, and again, I'm trying to respect my co-passengers' privacy, as I don't know them and they don't know me. So this is what Philippine Airlines business class looks like on PR 102 flight from Manila to Los Angeles. Okay, finally getting ready to take off. The plane is starting to move, and hopefully we'll be in the air in the next probably 5 or 10 minutes, and update from there. Okay, now I'm going to show you all the business class meal. Now, before when I flew business class, it didn't come in a full wrapper like what would be experienced in premium economy. However, because of the coronavirus and certain precautions, they are now forced to put our meals in a full wrapper to cover it. Even earlier when they were providing us drinks, everything was securely bottled. Apple juice, orange juice, water, and so on. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what my business class meal looks like under these coronavirus conditions. And also, they ask you if you would please leave your mask on during the duration of the flight. However, I suffer from asthma, and the mask is causing it hard for me to breathe sometimes. It's really not healthy. If you could ask any doctor, you shouldn't wear your mask if you're in a vehicle all the time, because it can slow your respiratory rate down. It can also cause anemia in the blood. And I'm just basically reiterating or saying what I've heard other physicians say. I myself am not a physician. I'm a licensed clinical alcohol drug counselor, and that's what I do for my profession. But anyways, I'm going to show you I digress. I'm going to show you the business class meal. This is the business class meal. Like I said, normally it would come on a plate, and it would come with dinnerware, silver fork, spoon, etc. This time it's coming sealed up with plastic utensils, sealed up because of the coronavirus conditions. So I'm having chicken and some kind of salad, orange juice, Sprite, and I'll open this up and we'll see what exactly it looks like here. So this is my chicken with my rice and onions, I think. So anyways, this is the meal for the business class, and as we go along and we get other snacks and beverages, I'll show you what will be in store for if you're flying Philippine Airlines business class. Thank you. Okay, this is the latest update. We're about ready to land in about 13 minutes. So I didn't sleep during the flight because when we arrived in California, it'll be about 7:30 p.m. And if I slept on the plane, then I wouldn't be sleeping when I land. So I'm really tired, but if you know what time you're going to arrive, then I would suggest going and adjusting your time clock. The service on the plane was okay, considering because of the coronavirus. My seat didn't work quite well. Back of the seat didn't want to go back and forward, but I could lay it down into a bed, so that was okay. Food, the snacks and stuff were okay, but considering I've traveled on Philippine Airlines for 6 years now, I mean, one okay flight as too bad out of all the other ones I had. I enjoyed. The Wi-Fi didn't work on this plane for some reason. I'm not sure why. But wasn't able to connect. check email, things that would keep me occupied on such a 13-hour flight. But my suggestion to you all, if you fly Philippine Airlines, the good thing is direct flight from Manila to Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, and Vancouver, and no stopovers in between. So that's nice. Business class is good, but given the coronavirus, there's probably some adjustments to be made. However, we're going to Atlanta 13 minutes, and then I'll make the way to the hotel, and then tomorrow onward to Kentucky via Delta Airlines, and then I'll update you all on that.